So welcome students. In my last video, I have told you about the rules of finding the follow and then finding the first of the particular grammar. This is the grammar, right? So let us straightly go to finding the follow. Since E is the starting symbol of the grammar, E. So the rule 1 says that, I have written the rules also. The rule 1 says that whichever is the starting symbol of the grammar to that non-terminal, you have to apply the follow of that non-terminal as dollar. Follow of that non-terminal is dollar. Better write a table like this, follow table of every non-terminal. So follow of E right now, since E is the starting symbol of the grammar, follow of E is dollar, right? Now, going to the second rule. For every production, what is your first production? E gives TE dash, right? I have taken the first production. So for every production of the grammar, you have to compare that with A gives alpha, B, beta. I have already told you that from the second rule, you're going to find what you're going to find? Follow of B. Follow of B means whatever the non-terminals are there in the RHS, to every non-terminal you're going to find follow. Means in this there are two non-terminals, you have to find follow of T as well follow of E dash. Means B has to be equated with T. Whenever I'm comparing this with A gives alpha, B, beta, make sure that your B has to be equated with T. Later, the B has to be equated with E dash. Only then you can find follow of B. Follow of B is what? Follow of T. After that, if you equate that B here, follow of E dash. So I'm again and again telling you, always the B has to be pointing to the non-terminal, to which non-terminal you're going to find the follow. Now I'm going to find the follow of T, so that I'm equating B to T. So alpha comes and prior to that, beta comes to the next. So you can go to the third rule only when the beta has an epsilon definition. We will do it later. Means rule 1 is applicable only once to the start symbol. Rule 2 is applicable to every production. In the production, beta is epsilon, means rule 3 is applicable. Now, rule 2 says that follow of B equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. Follow of B. What is B here? T. Right? Follow of T is equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. What is beta here? If this is B, this is beta. That is E dash. So non-epsilon of first of E dash. What is first of E dash? First of all, look at the first table of E dash. You have plus and then epsilon. Which is non-epsilon here? Plus. So non-epsilon content. Non-epsilon content is only plus. So you have to include plus to the follow of T. Follow of T. Where is follow of T? Here, no? Follow of T. So I have included plus. Right? Next. Now, look at this. E dash is beta. Every time, once the second rule is applied, make sure that beta is epsilon or not. What is beta here? E dash. Okay. Coming to the definition, E dash has an epsilon definition. Right? So then, E dash is epsilon. So, since my beta is epsilon, I can go to the third rule. What your third rule says that? If the beta is epsilon, you can go to the third rule. What is the third rule? Everything, whatever is there in follow of A, that will go to follow of B. Means it's an assignment operation. Doesn't mean that both are equal. So, what is A here? A is nothing but, remember, A is always LHS. A gives alpha, B, beta. What is A then? Follow of E equal to, from right hand side I am telling, follow of E equal to, what is B? B is T. So then follow of T equal to follow of E. Follow of T equal to follow of E. Means whatever there is there in E, that will go to T. It doesn't mean that both are equal. Don't equate follow of T and then E same. No, nothing like that. Actually, whatever content is there in E, that will go to T. Assignment is like this, no? Always. So, what is there in follow of E? Is whichever I am making tick mark, that is only happened right now. I have not included this. So, dollar is there. Right now, dollar is there. So, that will go to T. Remember. So whenever you are applying any third rule, please make sure that you have put a rectangular box. Who knows, later I may calculate follow of E. That time also that has to go to T. Finally, when you are concluding this, make sure that all the rectangular both are same. Follow, is there everything in E, is there in T? Make sure that. Okay. Now, what did I told you? Any production, you have to equate B to the non-terminal. Now I have found follow of T. Now I have to find follow of E dash, because I have to equate B with one more non-terminal. How many non-terminals are there? That many times B has to be equated to that. Now what is your definition? E gives TE dash. Now what I have to compare with? A gives alpha B beta. Make sure that your B is equated with non-terminal. Earlier I have equated with T. Now I am equating with E dash. So alpha B beta. Right? Follow of B. What is B here? Follow of E dash. Since beta is epsilon. Since beta is epsilon. I don't have any beta, right? I can directly go to the third rule. It is given in the rule that whichever the non-terminal, whichever the beta is epsilon, you have to equate it. What is their third rule says? Follow of B equal to follow of A. So follow of E dash is equal to follow of E. Follow of E dash is equal to follow of E. Whatever is there in E, it will go to E dash also. Right now, what is there in E? What is there in E? That is dollar. That will go to E dash also. So whichever I am making tick mark, my process is done till that. So later I may getting this. That time that I have to take here and then here. So that's why I am making a rectangular box. Later, after completing of all, make sure that is everything, whichever is there in E, that goes to T. Whatever there is in E, that goes to E dash. Make sure that. All rectangular boxes once you check. Okay, what is my next production? The next production is E dash gives plus TE dash, to which I have to compare. Rule 1 is applicable only once. I have to take to rule 2. Rule 2 was I have to compare everything with A gives alpha B beta, to which I have to equate B to the non-terminal. What is non-terminal here? T is the non-terminal. Then which is alpha? Plus is the alpha, B is T, beta is E dash. Look at that E dash. Already E dash had an epsilon definition. We will go to that later. Now B. Right? So follow of B equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. Non-epsilon of first of beta. So what is there, the non-epsilon content in the first of E dash? So first of E dash is 2. One is plus, one more is epsilon. Which is non-epsilon here? Plus. Non-epsilon content is plus. So I have taken that here. So what is my B? B is first non-terminal. Correct? Since my beta is follow of T is plus. Go to follow of T. Follow of T. Yes, plus is already there. So I no need to include that. Okay. Next, since what is your beta here? Since T is B, alpha B beta. Beta is E dash. So beta is epsilon, because E dash has an prime, no? E dash has epsilon definition. So since it has epsilon definition, what I have to do? I have to apply the third rule. What is your third rule says? Your third rule says follow of B equal to follow of A. What is B here? T, no? So follow of T equal to follow of A. What is A? E dash. So whatever is there in E dash, that will go to T. What is there in E dash right now? Only dollar. That is there already. See, this open parenthesis and all will, closed parenthesis and all will come later. Now, one more definition. What is the definition? E dash gives epsilon. right? So don't take the production which is not having non-terminals in the RHS, because my job is I have to worry about how many follow of non-terminals, right? Since I have to equate that with B. So if there is no non-terminal in RHS, I no need to apply any rule. Not possible to compute follow of A. Now there is one more non-terminal here. To one non-terminal I have applied. Which non-terminal is that? T. Now to one more non-terminal, what is one more non-terminal? E dash. Apply B to that. So obviously your beta will become epsilon. So now your alpha becomes plus T, no? Now your alpha becomes plus T. Your B is E dash, because that is one more non-terminal is there. Beta is epsilon. Since it's already epsilon beta, so follow of B equal to follow of A. What is follow of B here? E dash. Follow of E dash is follow of E dash. So no issue. The same way you calculate it for T gives Ft dash, which is also the same type. T gives Fc dash, like same type. E gives T E dash. T here T gives Ft dash is there. How do I compare? Now this is my B. This is the B. This is beta. This is alpha. Alpha is nothing here. First non-terminal I have to equate that with B. Beta. Now follow of F I have to find. So follow of B equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. Non-epsilon of first of beta. What is beta here? T dash. In T dash, I have to find the first of T dash. First of T dash is already available. What is first of T dash? Non-epsilon thing is star. Star will come. So what is that? Follow of F. What is that? Follow of F. So include star. Follow F. Follow of F includes star. Okay. Now since T dash is a prime, right? You had a definition for T dash in the grammar given. T dash gives epsilon. Since it has an epsilon definition, whatever is follow of B equal to follow of A. What is A here? T. So follow of F equal to follow of T. Follow of F equal to follow of T. So whatever is there in T, that will go to F also. Come here, whatever is there in T as of now, plus and then dollar. Take to F, plus and then dollar. Whatever is there in follow of T, that will go to follow of F. I have taken. Please assign from, whenever you have something like this, the third rule, please make a rectangular to that. Because after that, few symbols may include into T. That time what you have to do? That also has to be taken to F. Now, T gives Ft dash, no? What is your next symbol? T dash. So, B has to be equated to here. Alpha is F, beta. Now, probably beta is epsilon. Again, go to third rule. Since beta is epsilon, you can always go to third rule. Third rule says that follow of B equal to follow of A. Follow of T dash equal to, make a square. Follow of T dash equal to follow of T. Everything is there in T will go to T dash. Whatever is there in T will go to T dash. What is there as of now in T? Plus and then dollar. That will go to T dash. That will go to T dash. Correct? Now, T dash gives star Ft dash. Same thing. Now what is alpha? Alpha is star. B is your F. Beta. Alpha, B, beta. So follow of F equal to, follow of B equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. So follow of F equal to non-epsilon of first of T dash. What is there non-epsilon? Star. So follow of F equal to star. Already there it seems. Follow of F equal to star is already there. And since beta is T dash, it has epsilon definition. Follow of B is equal to follow of A. Means follow of F equal to T dash. Follow of F equal to T dash. Follow of F equal to, means whatever is there in T dash has to go to F. Whatever is there in T dash right now, that is already there in F. Not a bother. Right. So what is your last definition? F gives E or ID. Because for this it is not applicable because there is no non-terminal. But here you had a non-terminal. I can apply alpha. Non-terminal I have to equate it with B, beta. Right. So follow of B equal to, what is B here? This is A. F is A. Follow of E equal to non-epsilon of first of beta. First of closed parenthesis. First of beta. Beta is what? Closed parenthesis. First of a terminal symbol is a terminal symbol itself. No need to bother. So what is your follow of E now? Follow of E now? Closed parenthesis. Correct na? So follow of E you have to update. Now follow of E is you have to update. That is called your closed parenthesis. Now you have to make sure that how many symbols are dependent on E. Look at anything that is dependent on E. Yes. Whatever is there in E will go to T. First time we have seen that will go to T. Now that will go to T. Yes. What is your next one? Follow of E. Whatever is there that will go to E dash also. E dash also. T and T dash also dependent. Where it is? Look at one more. Follow of T is also dependent on T dash is also dependent on T. So it will go to here also. What is last one? Follow of F also dependent on T dash. So T dash. F also dependent on T dash. See, once if it is affected to lastly you have found closed parenthesis. It has gone to E dash T. That's why I told you the third rule has to be made with an rectangular box. Anywhere it comes follow of B equal to follow of A. Finally you can able to look at all the rectangular boxes and then update that to the table. Thank you.